What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joss Bedard. I'm a full-time YouTube host on Inform Overload, Beyond the Screen, and Top 10 Central. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, you can keep watching all my channel videos or just go over to social media. I will link everything for you guys down below. Now, today I am talking about something fitness. I do post a lot of fitness and nutrition stuff on my Instagram, so if you're looking for that kind of stuff, you can head over to my Instagram. I do post about that all the time, because I am one of those annoying fitness people who work out every day and post about it. But today I'm gonna dive into a question that I get asked often: how I grew my booty. This is probably more for the ladies, so I get it, boys. I might not know how to grow your booty, but from a female perspective, this is what worked for me. And yes, I'm still doing stuff during quarantine to build my booty, so I got all of the tips and tricks that have worked for me. But keep in mind, I am not saying that I'm a professional. I do have a lot of experience. I used to work at a gym. I have done a little bit of personal training. I've done a lot of research on my own throughout the years. Like, fitness has just been a huge passion of mine. So these are the things that have worked for me and what I do in my daily lifestyle, like the things that have made a difference. So I just want to share them with you guys. So I'm going to share some before pictures, okay? Because my goals were very different before. I just really wanted to lose weight. I wanted to be skinny. I didn't need to lose weight by any means, but I really wanted to be skinny. I really enjoyed the skinny look, like the really thin petite. So I wanted my legs to look thin in pants. I wanted the thigh gap. Like, that's just what I wanted at the time. So that was my goal. My goal was just to constantly shed weight and pounds and just be really thin. But more recently, my perspective just kind of changed. I used to feel really insecure if my thighs and my hips and my butt were big, because I just felt fat, which is so wrong and so not true by any means. But that is just how I felt in my head. But recently, I've really wanted to, test my limits and challenge myself and see, can you go from having, no booty to some booty? Could I get some juice? Could I grow my glutes? I've put it to the test and I have been able to. My booty is noticeably bigger, it's more lifted, my thighs are also bigger because of it, but not in a bad way. Anyways, I have been able to see a huge difference, and these are the tips that I have for you guys. Number one, which I learned, is I saw a huge difference when you isolate the booty. So in my workouts, I used to do like leg day and booty. Like, it would just be kind of like a mix of everything. Or if I did like cardio, I would throw in a little bit of booty and legs. Like, I just didn't really target the glutes. So I found it was a huge difference when you did schedule like days to just do glutes. Now, I know you might be thinking like, I don't know enough exercises for that. Guys, Pinterest will show you a list. Google, YouTube videos, my Instagram, whatever you need help with. Like, there are so many exercises you can do in a gym and at home that just target the glute muscles. And I swear, targeting those builds them like on a whole other level. So now my leg days are actually separate than my booty days. And I literally just do booty the whole time. Number two would be to lift heavy. Now, I understand that not everyone can lift heavy depending on where you're at in your fitness journey. So I would say just start with anything. I'm telling you, like, even just adding the slightest amount of weight to your workouts is huge. So if you're used to just doing squats, even if you do them with a booty band, even just adding some dumbbells right up here to that is huge. Adding weight. Now, I personally lift very heavy now because I've been doing it for years, and the heavier, the better for building a booty. But I'm telling you, ladies, I didn't start like that. And I know during quarantine, you're probably like, well, I don't have access to heavy weights. I get it, guys. I totally get it. When quarantine first started, I didn't have anything. I just had a 8-pound set of dumbbells, okay? And I'm used to leg pressing up to like 260 pounds. So I get it. However, I turned to other exercises that have worked. So on my heavy days, I did get access to a bar that goes up to 85 pounds, which is not what I'm used to, but it's still something. So all the exercises you see me doing in these videos, you can do without weights, you can do with booty band, or you can do them with light weights, dumbbells. You don't need a bar. Everything I'm doing can be held differently with dumbbells. When it comes to booty bands, a quick tip: I used to really use the rubber bands all the time, but I found, number one, they always slid on my pants, and I couldn't wear them on bare skin because they would roll. They just always rolled, and it was so annoying. So I switched to a Susie B Fitness one, and it's a fabric brand. And on the inside, she has like, I don't even know what it is, a rubber lining, so it sticks to your leggings or your bare skin, and it does not roll. Not to mention, it's a lot thicker and the resistance is hell stronger. So guys, I'm telling you, if you can just switch from a rubber band to a fabric one, I will post a picture of the one that I use and I'll link it down below. Go get yourself one. It's like 15 to 20 bucks. So worth it. Now, number 3, I would have to say is protein. Okay, obviously when you're trying to build muscle, you need a lot of protein in your diet because that is what fuels the muscle and helps it grow. Now, I know everyone has different diet restrictions, but I've just really added in a lot of protein. Whether it's eggs, whether it's chicken, whether it's spinach, almonds, like there's so many lists of proteins. You know, you can research it, DM me and I'll screenshot you a list. There's so many. But there's vegetarians out there, so they can't eat chicken and meats like that. But I was plant-based. I did it like 4 months of plant-based completely. And instead of meat, I just turned to other alternatives. Like my eggs, I would use tofu. So I'd make like scrambled tofu rather than scrambled eggs. You just adjust to make the changes. But I'm telling you, protein, whether it's protein shakes, if you're in a rush on the go, adding in protein to your diet is huge. And number 4, I'm going to say timed nutrition, okay? The protein that I just talked to you guys about, I found it made a world of a difference when I had my protein timed with my workouts. So when I go to like lift heavy or even with any weights or booty bands, like on an area that I'm trying to grow with muscle, I make sure that I have something in my stomach like 30 to 60 minutes, depending how you feel, beforehand, because my body needs something to work with, you know, especially if you're lifting with weights and like you're burning calories, like your body's gonna turn to something. It needs something, you know, some fuel. Even if it's something small, like some almonds and peanut butter, an apple with peanut butter, like a light shake, like a protein bar, anything like that works. Now, after my workouts, that's when I really like to have my protein. So I will time my nutrition based with my workouts. If I know I am lifting, like I'm using weights and I am just hammering out a booty day workout, after my workout, within the first 30 minutes, I am having protein because I want my muscles to use up that protein. You know, my muscles need to grow, they need to recover, and your muscles actually do the most growing, like when you're not working out. Like on your rest days, overnight. So you want to make sure that you're basically feeding your muscles this protein to work with and run off of. And number 5, I would say, is consistency. Big muscle group like your glutes is something that you do need to work on consistently and a lot if you're trying to see it grow. I used to work out booty like maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, like targeting the booty. Now I try to do like target just my glutes, not a leg day, like at least 2 times a week, sometimes even 3, you know, if you're really trying to focus on the glute muscles, because there's a side glute muscle, there's a lower glute muscle, there's like a back glute muscle, like there's a lot to the glute muscle than you think, you guys. You gotta be working on targeting the sides, you know, the bottom. That's how you get that shape that we are all wanting for. So like any fitness journey, I would say consistency is huge. Don't give up. I'm telling you, like within months, I was like, whoa. Within weeks, I was like, wait a second. That looks a little more firm. My cellulite has gone down a little bit. My butt looks a little bigger in these jeans. Those are my tips. I know that quarantine can be like super discouraging for a lot of people right now because we don't have access to machines or the gym. You might not know what you're doing. No weights still makes a difference, especially if you're adding protein in. Light weights, booty bands, things at home do work, you guys. I'm telling you. Even adding an incline into some of your exercises. Find a pair of stairs. I use my condo stairs, you guys, okay? I don't have a house. I don't have stairs. I go to my condo fire exit stairs and I use them. Adding an incline is huge. There's so many tricks and exercises out there, honestly. Find me on Instagram. I do post some of my workouts on there, my recipes. And if you have any questions relating to health and fitness, it is a huge passion of mine, so please reach out. I would love to help you. I hope this kind of gave you guys like insight on how you can grow your booty. It is possible. I promise. You don't need supplements. You don't need all these vitamins and supplements. You need some weird like shit yourself tea where you're just basically pooping out all your food. Like guys, please, before you buy that weird tea, message me. All right, I think I talked about my bum enough for today. I'm really tired of saying the word booty, but at the same time, it is kind of fun. All right, guys, give the video a thumbs up if this was helpful. If you have any questions, write them down below. Unless you feel more comfortable private messaging, that works too. Until then, I will see you in the next one.